Hello students, today we are going to start with third chapter, that is organization of data. As you know, statistics is a science of 5 statistical methods of collection, classification, presentation, analysis and interpretation of data. We have studied in detail the very first method, collection of data. Then the next step is organization. Organization of data means arranging or organizing similar things into groups or classes. In other words, it means arrangement of figures or data in such a form that comparison of masses of similar data may be facilitated and further analysis may be possible. For example, books are arranged in library according to subject wise or according to class wise or according to year of publication. Now, what is the purpose behind classification of data? So the basic purpose behind classification of data is to present data in simple and brief form, to increase the utility of data by making them capable of further statistical information, to make data comparable as well as reliable, and to represent diverse characteristics of data distinctively. So classification saves our valuable time and efforts. Now you look at the table. These are the datas. These are the marks scored by 30 students in an exam. It is very difficult to draw some conclusion from this data. For example, if we want to know how many students have scored more than 90 marks and how many students have scored less than 50 marks, then it is very difficult task, because these are raw data. Raw data are the data in its crude form or the data in its original form in which they are collected. They are highly unorganized. They are very large and cumbersome to handle. It is very difficult to draw meaningful conclusion from these data. Hence, after collecting data, the next step is to organize and present them in a classified form. You know that Government of India conducts census of population every 10 years. The raw data of census are too large and fragmented that it appears and almost impossible to draw any meaningful conclusion from them. But when the data of census are classified according to gender, education, marital status, occupation, etc., then and only then we are able to understand the structure and nature of population of India. Thank you.